Well, hello, friends and clients. It's Dr. Gary Senderoff with Cruise Planners. And today I'm featuring a new ship with one of my favorite travel partners, Quark Expeditions. This is the new Ocean Explorer. How did I like it, you might ask? And is this the right expedition for you? Stay tuned and find out. But before we even get into the nitty gritty of the ship and my review, remember when you book an expedition, I can assist with everything from adding extra perks to discounted hotel and international business class. So it's always a good idea to book with your favorite travel agent, and that would be me, of course, unless you have a travel agent who you should inquire with about booking polar travel. And Quark's newest ship, built for stability, which, by the way, is very essential and vital when doing things like crossing the Drake Passage to Antarctica, it was extremely stable because it was purpose-built for this type of rugged waters. And I'll tell you, I'm a very picky traveler, as you all may know. And one thing about Quark that they seem to do really well is to welcome you aboard very warmly. They make you feel like part of the family. You feel this from the moment you get on board until the moment you leave. It's casual, yet really high quality and extremely ideal for expedition travel. Here is the main lounge where you will be spending some time in for sure. It's where they hold the lectures, the talks, the discussions, and where the professionals come out to talk and play. And when I say play, they are so passionate about the marine life and the fauna that you're going to be seeing. You're going to really enjoy yourself here. You're going to play some games and even have fun at times. And as you can see, there are a lot of places to sit. And of course, the hallmark feature, which is this incredibly stunning two-story forward part of the ship, where you won't miss a second of what you're viewing. Whether you're in the Arctic or Antarctic, you'll be so immersed even when you're on this ship. It was so thoughtfully designed. For those of you with sensitivity to motion, well, here's some trivia for you. When it's the Drake Shake, which is about 70% of the time, they will place the elevators out of service. The upper part of the main lounge is its library. This is another quiet and more intimate space which consists of really great views and cozy furniture. It's a great place to review your photos that you just took. Maybe read a book or indulge in a really delicious cookie. And guess what? They even have gluten-free cookies. And these are available 24 hours a day, along with coffee and espresso machines. What's noticeable here is that the floor-to-ceiling windows, even in the lobby, connects us to the reason that you're probably sailing on the Explorer, which is connecting to what is right outside. And to me, it's easy to see why this ship is going to be so very beloved. And after you've finished your explorations outside and you've just made that last Zodiac in, join people at the bar for an included beverage. If you like being social, or if you're a little bit of a night owl, this is the place to be, especially with your loved ones and new friends. It really felt like being someone's guest instead of being a passenger. And if you book through me, then this means you've got some extra onboard credit. Use it here at their Polar Boutique. It's one of the best stocked boutiques I have seen on any expedition ship. It has a wide array of items from souvenirs to keeping yourself warm. I'm sure you'll walk out a happy camper. The observation lounge is another terrific space to hang out at. It sits right above the bridge. This is amazing for wildlife sightings. And it has a fun bar where you could enjoy an included beverage. They always have tea and coffee to warm you up, but the key point here is that this place provides a bird's eye view when something really cool is spotted outside, which is bound to happen on almost every expedition. They also have binoculars and posters of the wildlife species that you'll possibly encounter. It's really one of my favorite places aboard. The forward observation area of the observation lounge is one of the best places for wildlife viewing. And whether you're going through narrow channels or viewing beautiful icebergs and glaciers, or in this case, a pod of orcas that came to greet us, the view from the forward section is truly, truly bar none.
Oh my God!
All right, let me tell you about the dining aboard Ocean Explorer and Quark in general. The main dining room is very beautifully appointed, and what I loved is that they have a lot of tables for two with views, which you'll see in a minute. And it's open dining, meaning that you don't sit down with your certain table every night and every time you have the same waiter, unless you want to. You can request it, of course. It's buffet style for breakfast and lunch. And then during dinner, they have a finer service with a variety of choices and delectable desserts. Of course, during an active cruise, I try not to get people in the shots, but I mean, come on, look at these views, folks. And this is what you're going to be seeing where Quark explores with a fun staff. So it's unlikely that you'll miss a wildlife sighting, which always seem to happen when it's meal times, of course.
More food. Any video?
And here's some example of the food that you might expect in the dining room during meal times.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. It does actually, yes. It was very nice cheese flavor. Much harder to sell as humans. Like, oh, yeah.
Do you want this plate? Because
And they also have another dining area upstairs called the Bistro. The Bistro is set up so that it's buffet only through all meals. This means that if you really truly want to just pick up something quick and go during dinner time, well, you can go to the Bistro. And if you want to pamper yourself, the Ocean Explorer has a small spa where you can get anything from facial treatments to luxurious massages. This is another place you can spend the onboard credit that my agency provides you. And unlike other ships, the use of the sauna, with a view I might add, is also included in your voyage fare. Wait a minute, who says that you can't lose weight on a cruise? If you're unlike most of us and you want to really work on your body, the ship's gym is small, but has all the cardio and weightlifting equipment you will need for slimming down, bulking up, or making sure that the out of control eating that you've probably done doesn't all go to your waist. And if you're a little bit geeky like me, you'll enjoy a trip to the bridge. It doesn't have an open door policy, but you can make an appointment and still visit. Okay, now let's look at some of the rooms. I definitely believe in spending a little extra money and having more room, especially on expeditions, where the rooms tend to be a little bit smaller. This is the junior suite that I had. Plenty of space, beautiful views. It actually has a separate door from the living room, so if you have a third person, this can act as a separate stateroom with a really generous bathroom and a huge walk-out balcony. Check out my channel for a more in-depth tour of any of these rooms. And here's a quick view of an even larger suite they allowed me to get a glimpse of while everyone was disembarking. And this is one of the balconies. Definitely email me as I can help decide which is the best cabin for your needs. This is what I'm a huge expert on. Now that you've seen some of the interior, let's look at some of the outdoor space, which is another reason that I really like the Ocean Explorer. Whether you're outside taking a live bird lecture with species right in front of you or enjoying the views, the Ocean Explorer also has a lot of outdoor deck areas. Let's take a look. So if you're visiting one of the warmer places, or if you just like to take a really cold plunge, you can do so in their infinity pool. But it's also nice to have a couple of jacuzzis whenever you're doing a polar expedition as well. Okay, let's head down to another part of the ship that really separates itself from a standard cruise ship. And this is the ready room or the mud room. This is where you can leave the large boots that they provide you with, and you could put on your parka, which they also provide you with, by the way, and all those layers of clothes that you want to add on before you get on the Zodiacs. And trust me, you don't want to walk down from your cabin to this area with all your apparel on because you will be roasting. And I think you'll thank me for telling you this.
That's me. What I want to do is to explore Graham Passage where we are now. So we're going through, as with any Zodiac cruise, we're not sure what.
And one of the absolute finest things about Quark Expeditions, no matter what ship you're on, is their expedition team. A lot goes on to make sure these people are absolutely factual, passionate, and very friendly to you to make sure you're having a great time. This video was shot entirely in Antarctica, and whether you're looking to kayak, Zodiac, hike, and or camp out for the night, Quark really does it in a fun, safe, and absolutely masterful way. I'll leave you with a taste of what Antarctica has to offer, but when you're ready to book your next expedition, contact me at gary.senderoff@cruiseplanners.com. I will make sure that you have a great time, and I'll help you all the way through with discounted flights, whether they're in economy or business class, and lower than published hotels. You'll also find my email at the end of this video and in the description below in writing.
Thank you for the wait. Second group, I will invite. But I don't know how that is for penguins.
Josh, you're welcome to. Amazing.
For the best value on any expedition, email me at gary.senderoff@cruiseplanners.com. And don't forget to visit my website at www.tourdoctors.com and sign up for my VIP email list. And if you're looking for other videos from the North Pole to the Galapagos, subscribe because I have a lot of videos on those. Thanks for watching and keep exploring.